couple of region title races became clearer after impressive showings Friday night, so let's dive into the highlights in another edition of Lowco Lights on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. We lost the Bridge Bowl again with the showdown between Bluffton and Hilton Head postponed to November 8th, but a total of 11 games were played involving teams from the Lowco on Friday, including 3 Lowco-on-Lowco matchups and a clash of the top contenders in Region 6-4A. But only one of the favorites lived up to the hype. The May River Sharks rolled up over 500 yards of offense and forced 4 turnovers in a 35-8 rout of Bishop England on the road, backing up their number 4 ranking in Class 4A and solidifying the Sharks' status as the region's frontrunner. Sean Mitchell led a trio of 100-yard rushers with 159 yards and a touchdown, while Asa Haskins had 121 yards and a score, and Andrew Johnson had 105 yards and 2 TDs, while Gage Duncan had a rushing score and picked off 2 passes. Sharks are 6-0 and clicking on all cylinders. Beaufort High got back in the win column with a 23-0 shutout at Colleton County as Caleb Steffen stepped back in at quarterback for the re-injured Samari Bonds and threw touchdown passes to Kwalik Isner and Will Cotting, along with a 20-yard touchdown run of his own. Cotting led the dominant defensive effort for the Eagles, who get Bishop England at home Friday. It was a happy homecoming for Hampton County, which made quick work of Lake Marion in its first home game since August. Jalen Singletary led the way with 125 yards and 2 touchdowns on 10 carries, but the Hurricanes shared the wealth with 5 different players scoring TDs in a 39-7 rout of the Gators. Javen Risher rushed for 85 yards and a touchdown on 7 carries, while Jordan Bovang, Chris Terry, and Mandrell Sanders all added rushing scores. Whale Branch held on for its first region win, outlasting Edisto 20-18 in a defensive struggle, while Winston Smith and Tayshawn Smith scored touchdowns to help Ridgeland stay perfect in Region 4-1A with a 12-0 win at Allendale Fairfax, and Hardyville couldn't hang on to a halftime lead in a loss at Denmark-Olaf. In the Skeezer ranks, Hilton Head Christian Academy traveled to Charleston on Thursday and claimed a dominant win over First Baptist. Reed McCollum rushed for 74 yards and 4 touchdowns and added 155 yards and a TD through the air, and Harry Cunningham caught a touchdown pass to go with a team-high 11 tackles and an interception in a 44-14 road win. John Paul II made a statement Friday afternoon in Sea Pines as Bryant Jolly racked up 218 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns, and Sebastian Slusny and Lucas Yackley led a shutout on defense in a 40-0 rout of Hilton Head Prep. Alan Wolf added a rushing touchdown, while Slusny had 8 tackles and Yackley had 3 sacks to lead JP2 to its first win. The other Lowco-on-Lowco matchup was in Estill, where Colleton Prep spoiled homecoming with a 30-19 win over the Patriots. Cale Owens carved up the Pats defense, going 15 of 20 for 211 yards and 3 touchdowns, along with 121 rushing yards, while Hartman Fisk had 2 TD grabs and an interception for the Warhawks. Beaufort Academy clobbered Faith Christian 48-6 on the road as Nick Underwood rushed 9 times for 108 yards and 2 TDs. Nick Shuford scored twice on the ground, and Dietrich Shuford added rushing and passing scores for the Eagles. Thomas Hayward won by the same score at Andrew Jackson, needing only 18 offensive plays for 5 different players to combine for 6 touchdowns, including a pair from Tony O'Banner. Kieran Bogus got the start at quarterback for Thomas Hayward and was 4 for 4 for 133 yards with TD passes to Josh Gibson and Donovan Robinson, and Gibson also had a 94-yard kickoff return touchdown, his 3rd kick return for a score this season. And in the 8-man ranks, Cross Schools kept it competitive for much of the game, but Cathedral Academy pulled away late for a 52-8 win. We'll be live at 9:30 p.m. tonight for the Lowco Sports Lowdown, and we'll look back on all the action under the Friday Night Lights and check in on other sports news around the Lowco. So tune in to the Lowco Media YouTube channel for all the local sports news you need. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.